Hallo meine Freunde, willkommen zurück zum zweiten Kapitel unseres Let's Plays zu Chicken Police Painted Red. Mein Name ist Sevenaik, schön, dass ihr da seid. Und wir sind in einem Amüsier-Etablissement für Erwachsene mit primär männlicher Zielgruppe. Und dort wurden wir hingeführt über eine Karte, eine Mitgliedskarte, die sich im Besitz von der Bora Ibanez befand, beziehungsweise in ihrer Handtasche, die wir neben ihrer Leiche fanden. Und nun wollen wir uns hier mal umsehen und entsprechend umhören. Den Zugang hat uns verschafft unser lieber Freund Louis, das Kaninchen. Was der hier wohl gemacht hat, wir werden es wohl nie erfahren. Aber ich überlasse es eurer Fantasie. Schreibt es gerne in die Kommentare. Und ich denke, wir beginnen mit der Fuchsdame.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would you be so kind as to help me?
With pleasure, ma'am.
The zipper always comes down on my dress. Would you kindly zip it back up?
Can I, Sonny?
What am I, your mother? Do what you want, for God's sake.
Happy to help, ma'am.
Oh, what a gallant young man.
Clucking lords.
Oh, Marty. Nein. Nein. Das ist jetzt tatsächlich ein... Oh. Ernsthaft. Ernsthaft? Nee, oder? Komm, das probieren wir doch mal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you'd really like...
I will be, ma'am.
Jetzt, also... Ich habe noch nicht verstanden, wie das Spiel funktioniert.
Oh,
If you'd really...
I will be, ma'am.
Aber das schaffen wir. Das ist ein Geschicklichkeitsspiel. Wir müssen auf dem Reißverschluss bleiben. Leute. Nein. Also ich weiß schon, wie die Episode heißen wird. Oh nein, das ist nicht so trivial, wie es aussieht. Auch ein hübscher Rücken kann entzücken. Lasst uns vorrücken. Bin gespannt, ob die Dame dann wenigstens was weiß. Ja. Das erklärt ja auch irgendwann mal jemanden. Ihr habt einen Reißverschluss bei einer Füchsin zugemacht. Miau. Oder Kokok, wie Marty sagen würde. Ja.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Marty, ma'am. Marty McChicken.
Thank you, darling Marty. I'm much obliged.
Anytime, ma'am. Anytime.
Oh Mann. Echt jetzt? Okay. Okay.
May I invite you gentlemen for a drink, perhaps?
No, thank you. We're in a hurry.
Oh,
Schade, Marty. Das war deine Chance. Aber wir haben es leider eilig. Und meistens ist es auch nicht so, dass man von der Dame eingeladen wird. Nicht, dass ich da praktische Erfahrung hätte.
she's what I call an exotic beauty.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, every animal's the most beautiful thing in the world to someone.
Yeah, you're right.
Oof, I don't know about you, but I go weak in the knees for stripes.
Please, Marty, I don't want to know. And I don't care. Keep it to yourself. And let's get out of here quickly.
Can't I even talk to you anymore?
You can. Ask about the weather, or how's my lower back. Those two are even connected if you want to know.
Yeah, old fart.
Manche stehen auf Streifen. Komischer Vogel.
Yee. That guy's stare gives me the creeps.
I can see why.
I've always told myself that birds are weird.
What did you just say?
Huh? What? Me? Nothing?
Ja, Vögel sind komisch. Ganz komische Vögel hier. Ui. Die hat aber auch Shishi.
These broads are elegant. Just like Laszlo said.
Lewis.
What do you think could be the old rabbit's type? Fluffy tails? Furry ears? A raspy tongue?
Oh, for the love of all the gods, stop it.
Just
man.
think about it.
Please shut up, Marty.
Oh Mann. Weiß nicht. Ich weiß es echt nicht mehr. Okay, an dieser Stelle ist es einfach vorbei. Es ist einfach vorbei.
That woman, she's familiar.
Do you think it's her? The broad from the Bloody New Year's?
God damn it, Marty, do you have to say it out loud? It gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps, more like.
Anyway, I don't know if it's really her. I always get confused by the exotic ones, but yeah, maybe.
Honestly, it gives me the creeps.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Anyway, she's a very attractive gal, huh? And this photo is really something. Very, artistic.
You call that art?
This is what real art is about, Sonny. It's beautiful and mysterious.
Well, you should have seen the picture on Natasha's wall. Your heart would have skipped a beat for sure.
Wait, what picture? Talk to me.
Nothing. Forget it. It's not important.
Hey, you're not getting off that easily. I want to know.
No, my friend, you have to earn that.
You're a real bastard, you know?
I know, Marty.
Okay. Da schauen wir dann doch nochmal in den Kodex, wenn es dazu einen Eintrag gab. Was damals war. Ein bisschen in unserer Vergangenheit nachschlagen. So. Die Nacht, die Sonny und Martys Leben für immer prägen sollte. Sie begann mit einem seltsamen Anruf, gefolgt von dem unerwarteten Besuch einer Tigerin. Und sie endete in einem Bruthaus, wo die beiden schließlich Zeuge eines nie dagewesenen Massakers werden sollten. Sonny wurde direkt in die Sache verwickelt, als eine seltsame Gestalt mit Zylinder seine Familie ins Fadenkreuz fasste. Allerdings gelang es dem Übeltäter, sich einer Festnahme zu entziehen. Tatsächlich wurde der Fall nie offiziell beigelegt, aber unter dem Druck des Generalstaatsanwaltes sahen sich die Zeitungen dazu gezwungen, einen glorreichen Triumph der Chicken Police zu vermelden. Diese unglückselige Lüge bildete also den Ausgangspunkt für ihre Legende. Alles nur ein Schwindel. Oh, das erklärt so ein bisschen, warum. Okay, da ist eine Tür. Was haben wir hier noch? Wir haben hier noch einen Satz Bilder. Ja. Sucht euch euren Liebling aus. Ich kann mir schon vorstellen, wozu Sonny tendiert. Und Marty.
Holy fur. You swallowed so hard, the whole place shook.
Are you kidding me? I've never seen anything like this before. Is this even legal?
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. Vice?
You really must be joking. Vice in Clawville?
Okay, I was pulling your leg. But still, it's a little hot in here.
Oh, cool down, Marty. Don't even look over there. Remember Laura, your wonderful girlfriend, whom you love more than anything.
You don't need to tell me. All I'm thinking about is her.
With a hatchet in her hand.
More like my nuggets.
That's...
Ja.
Laura.
That's it, Marty. Just slowly turn away from the pictures.
Ja. Wir ärgern ihn nicht weiter. Und was haben wir hier noch an der Wand? Noch ein Bild. Was ist das denn? Yo.
I don't even know. Good gods.
Hey, keep it down, Marty.
I see it now. Of all that's furry.
Yes, it's very furry. Or more like, shaggy.
Ja, so. Habt ihr euch bestimmt satt gesehen.
I think she must be the receptionist.
Bravo, Mr. Detective.
Why'd you have to be like that all the time?
Well, sometimes I seriously can't decide if you've become totally stupid over the years, or it just entertains you to act that way.
Well, you know, that's a good question.
That's exactly what I mean.
My name is Day-Night Diamond. Welcome to the sweltering Nile, gentlemen.
Miss Diamond, I'm Sonny, and this is my partner, Marty.
If I may, miss, you have a beautiful name and exceptionally wonderful
Streifen.
stripes.
Marty, not now.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please excuse him. He doesn't visit places like this very often. Me neither, to be honest.
Oh, nothing to worry about, gentlemen. There's a first time for everyone.
You're absolutely right.
We're just interested in a certain lady called Deborah.
Deborah. We don't have any employees by that name right now, but if you want, any of our girls would love to be Deborah for a night.
No. Excuse me, you misunderstand. She doesn't work here.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
It's kind of confusing, but let me try to explain.
Please, I'm at your service. I'll gladly answer any of your questions.
You hear that, Sonny? Any questions?
Shut up, Marty.
Einmal mit Profis arbeiten oder so. Oder? Das sind ja echte Profis. Aber wow. Schauen wir ganz kurz zur neuen Person. Miss Diamond. Day-Night Diamond. Ein Zebra. Wunderschön, ruhig und professionell. Ja, yeah, sehr professionell. Oh my. Aber wir können ja Fragen stellen. So, fragen wir es mal nach Louis.
Do you know a gentleman named Louis C. Hayworth?
Of course I do. Mr. Hayworth is a regular guest at our establishment.
I see. How regular, if I may ask?
I can't give you any information about that. House policy.
We have that too. It's called the law, ma'am.
If you have any questions of that nature, please come back with a warrant.
Touche.
Does this list mean anything to you?
This? I'm not sure. No, nothing.
Don't you see some familiar names on there?
I do, but everybody knows those animals. Personally, I have no contact with any of them.
I see. Oh, thank you. Look, she gave this to us. The girl named Deborah, the one we asked you about.
I see.
Do you know what this is?
Of course. It's a membership card.
Was this person a regular here?
If this belonged to her, then yes. I can check for you. Please, the ladies will entertain you while you wait. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Much obliged.
Okay, hier geht's also weiter. Die Damen wollen uns unterhalten. Wollen wir nochmal mit der Füchsin reden?
May I invite you gentlemen for a drink, perhaps?
No, thank you. We're in a hurry.
Oh.
Jetzt wäre es doch Zeit für einen Drink gewesen. Was haben wir hier sonst noch an Objekten? Das Bild waren wir schon. Da waren wir auch schon. Da würde ich sagen, während sie sucht, gehen wir mal Richtung Tür.
I apologize for the wait. Please, come with me, gentlemen.
So you were successful.
My mistress, Madame Zavas, would like to meet you.
You mean that, Madame Savas?
As far as I know, there's only one of her, so yes,
Please, miss, take us to her.
with pleasure.
Madame Zavas was a legend in Clawville. Her name was known all over the wilderness. She's an avid royalist, former member of the Council of 12, spy master, assassin, businesswoman, and courtesan. To be honest, I didn't even know she was still alive. She's no spring chicken, that's for sure. She could also be my mother, or maybe my grandmother. First Ibn Wessler, now her. Honestly, tonight it wouldn't surprise me if His Majesty Hector III didn't grace me with his presence.
Okay. Die Grand Dame der Unterwelt. Oder so. Was sagt uns denn unser schönes Büchlein? Madame Savers ist auf jeden Fall hier drin. Über sie. Was wissen wir denn? Naja. Ihr Lächeln ist falsch, ihre Geschichte falsch, aber die Gefahr ist echt. Ja. War Spionin, Kurtisan, Legende, als sie noch ein kleines Küken war. Die Legenden rankten sich um ihre Schönheit und ihre tödliche Skrupellosigkeit. Ja, Betreiberin eines Luxusbordells, das sind wir ja gerade. Okay. Bücher. Auch sie war mal ein junges Krokodil.
What a painting. Congratulations, ma'am.
Marty.
Yes. It's beautiful indeed. It's more than 40 years old. You know, I was considered pretty then.
Oh, don't say that. You still look great, ma'am.
Thank you. It feels good, but no. There's no need for lies. Those days are long gone. Every age has its truth and its beauty. For me, beauty is not in the looks anymore.
I agree, ma'am.
Ja.
Yes, this is the Zavas from the legends. Beautiful and deadly. Interesting pieces.
Do you think so? It's the art of my people.
Crocodiles?
There are many kinds of crocodile in the wilderness, Mr. Featherland. This is the art of the Nilenites.
Ah, hence the name, the sweltering Nile.
It's a river, Mr. Featherland. My ancestors lived by this river a long time ago.
Ah, interesting.
Thank you.
Okay. Dann werden wir jetzt wohl uns in dieses Gespräch... Oh, eine kaputte Uhr.
Is that the time already?
Have you noticed your clock's not working?
How observant you are. That clock isn't meant to show the time. It's a decoration. A memento.
It's beautiful.
Indeed.
There's something weird about that clock. Let me introduce myself properly, ma'am.
Mr. Santino, I know who you are. And I also know your partner. The legend of the chicken police is always one step ahead of the chicken police.
Thank you. That's flattering.
May I ask what you are looking for exactly? Here on this night?
You know, that's an interesting question. The card we've shown your lovely colleague
Belongs to an old friend of ours, whom we haven't seen for a long time here.
and the name?
Unfortunately, no, Mr. Santino. That's confidential information. In my line of work, discretion is everything.
Well, you know, in our line of work, the law is above everything.
Oh, do you think so? I could tell you what your colleagues think is also above everything, but as I said, discretion.
Look, ma'am, we don't want to impose. We're conducting a private investigation, which started off as harmless, but now it's murder.
That sounds serious.
It is serious. That's why we'd be grateful for your help.
In that case, I'm at your service. Ask your questions, and I'm going to answer to the best of my knowledge. As long as you're not wading through muddy waters.
Fortunately, I swim very well for a chicken.
I swim well, too.
Keine Ahnung, war das jetzt eine Drohung? Ich würde es als Drohung empfinden. Aber wir können Madame Sabers noch befragen. Und natürlich zuerst mal nach Louis.
Louis Hayworth is a good friend of mine. It surprises me that he's a regular here.
You wouldn't believe our clientele. You would be shocked.
No doubt. Louis, does he come here often?
Not so often.
Thank you for the vague answer, ma'am.
The mystery is thrilling. The thrill is life itself.
That was beautiful, ma'am.
As I was saying, it belongs to us. Only our most valuable guests have one of these. And our employees, of course.
The employees, too. Good to know. Can you tell me if this card belonged to a guest or an employee?
No.
I thought so. Yes, thank you.
So.
Do you know Natasha Katsenko personally?
Yes, I do.
Tell me about her.
Warm-hearted, protective, quick-tempered, fierce. Yes, fierce.
Thank you. Very useful.
So.
Tell me, have you ever seen this list?
I have.
Am I right to assume it has something to do with the sweltering Nile?
It does, yes, but I can't tell you more about it. No.
Discretion is key.
Absolutely.
Okay. wir sind
This
auf jeden Fall
place
ein
isn't
Stück
just
weiter.
our home with the girls. It's a sanctuary.
Really? How?
It symbolizes why the city was founded almost 1,000 years ago. Unity, love, freedom.
Interbreeding?
That too, yes. Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't. My girlfriend's a predator.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
So. Bleibt noch die Vernehmung dieser Dame. Das wird uns sicher ein Abenteuer werden.
Deceit is everything to Zavas. She used to be a spy, so I'm gonna take her every word with a grain of salt.
So. Also jetzt die Befragung der Krokodildame, der Meisterspionin. Aber bevor wir in die Befragung gehen, möchte ich vielleicht ganz kurz meine Gedanken, die jetzt natürlich wieder durch diese Wendung etwas durch die Gegend gesprungen sind, mit euch teilen. Ich könnte mir gut vorstellen, dass die Karte nicht Deborah gehört hat, sondern Natasha. Und... Oder vielleicht sogar Ibn Wessler. Ja doch, eher Ibn. Und dass Natasha hier als Kurtisane gearbeitet hat. Und sie sich Ibn geangelt hat. Eventuell aus eigenen Gründen. Eventuell auch aus... Vielleicht arbeitet sie auch für jemanden, ist auf Ibn angesetzt, als Konkurrent. Vielleicht ein Konkurrent von Ibn und soll Ibn damit aus dem Geschäft holen. Und irgendjemand, wenn sie hier als Kurtisane gearbeitet hat, wird eben ihre Vergangenheit kennen. Darum auch die entsprechenden Schriftzüge. Das würde zumindest gut zusammenpassen. Wäre zumindest jetzt mal so meine Vermutung. Und ja, dass das Ganze in die Richtung geht. Vielleicht arbeitet sie auch selber für die Polizei, um an Ibn ranzukommen. Das würde dann auch erklären, warum sie die Polizei nicht einschalten möchte, weil eventuell eben Leute wie Blood Boil unseren Boss gekauft hat. Auch das wäre ja spannend. Ich bin jetzt auf jeden Fall gespannt, wohin die Befragung mit dem Krokodil führt. Vielleicht verrät sie uns etwas. Also, auf jeden Fall, ich habe Ideen. Ich hoffe, ihr auch. Wir sind mal gespannt. Frau Seivers, wer sind Sie wirklich? Und ich glaube nicht, dass eine Spionin die Frage beantwortet.
Who's behind the legend, Miss Seivas? Who are you, really?
Just an animal raised to survive, Mr. Featherland. And because I've been taught, I know how to survive. I always was what I had to be.
And you managed to dodge my question. Clever.
Well, you see, this is one of the typical elements of survival. The way of dodging a delicate question and still making the questioner believe he got the answer. But you're too cunning and experienced, aren't you? You're not an easy one to fool.
I'm trying to maintain appearances, ma'am.
You should. Appearances, most of the time, are stronger and more dangerous than the truth.
Tell me, were you really the king's spy?
If that's such an open secret, then I haven't been doing my job very well, isn't that right? Yes, I was a spy. But that's such a blunt way of putting it. I always say I used to undertake confidential, generally political assignments of a delicate nature for the king that were in the interests of national security.
Put that way, it sounds rather romantic.
Don't believe the cheap fiction, Mr. Featherland. Espionage is anything but romantic.
I believe you, madam.
If you must know, I only did it because I believed I could protect those that I serve. Weapons have only one use in this world: to keep the peace. Yes, I always thought about myself and my craft that way.
Thank you for your honesty, ma'am.
Okay, sie ist beschützend.
Why is the identity of the card's owner so delicate, Miss Zavas?
You know, in my line of work, discretion is above everything. Yes. But of course, I have my own interest, like everybody else.
You mean every secret has its price?
Precisely, Mr. Featherland. But the price is not always measured in money.
Information. The most valuable thing for a spy.
I'm not a spy, Mr. Featherland, but in a way, you're right. A secret is such a valuable thing that I only exchange one secret for another.
If I guess who the card belongs to, will you tell me?
I wouldn't say that's an acceptable price for such a secret as this, but if you guess right, I won't lie to you. Then, I will tell you you were right. Yes.
Good. Let's see. The answer to my question. Natasha Katsenko.
Well, Mr. Featherland, it seems the gossip about you is right. What gave it away?
It couldn't have been easier. There's a beautiful woman with a mysterious past, trying to keep it a secret, while someone's threatening her with the exact same thing, leaving rather unmistakable messages behind. Plus, we found the card on Deborah, who was her best friend and confidant, so she was either trying to hide it or destroy it forever, so no one could find out the truth. Am I right so far?
Indeed, Mr. Featherland.
So if I'm not mistaken, Natasha used to work for you before she met Ibn Wessler. He fell in love with her, gave her a job at the Millions Club. The rest is history.
You have talent, Mr. Featherland. I'm really sorry you're not working for the government.
I am working for the government. I'm a cop.
Are you sure, Mr. Featherland?
Touché.
Indeed. Natasha used to work here. We can put it that way, but you know, this isn't just a workplace. She also lived here. She was part of our family, and we still love her very much.
Right. That puts everything in a different light. Zavos is a true survivor, always was. And she's proud of that, even to this day. Maybe I can get her to trust me if I play to this part of her.
Ich weiß nicht. Also, sie hat es zwar bestätigt, aber ich bin mir nicht ganz sicher. Ich weiß nicht. Ja. Puh, ich würde jetzt am liebsten eigentlich nach Molly fragen. Die hat bestimmt hier auch was mitzutun. Ich glaube, das hier.
Why did you take her in? Maybe you saw yourself in Natasha.
She was only 17 when she knocked on the rear entrance of the brothel on an unusually cold, rainy night. I opened the door myself.
Was Natasha alone?
Yes, completely alone. Her left arm was slashed with an ugly wound, and she was frozen to the bone, barefoot, only a thin nightgown on her.
Did she tell you what happened to her?
After I brought her into the house, warmed her up, and changed her into new clothes, that was the first thing I asked. But no, she didn't tell me. We became very good friends, but I still don't know what happened to her and where she came from, or how she knew about this place and the rear entrance.
And you weren't bothered by all those secrets?
That would have been very hypocritical of me, don't you think? No, it didn't bother me. I make a living out of secrets, Mr. Featherland.
I see.
Okay, also spricht doch so ein bisschen dafür. Auch wie sich Natascha im Gespräch mit uns gegeben hat. Ich erinnere mich da an den Satz, eine Frau ist nackt ohne ihre Geheimnisse. Das ist ganz spannend hier in dem Kontext, alles zusammenzusehen. Das passt schon irgendwie. Die Frage ist, und wenn sie das uns jetzt nicht sagt, wie kam sie zur Hintertür? Wie kam sie hierher? Wer sagt uns nicht, dass auch das geplant war?
Do you know where Natasha came from before Clawville?
Naturally. The poor dear couldn't even deny it. Even her name's eloquent, her accent, but mostly her manners, Mr. Featherland. She's from Stovos, and she belonged to the upper class of Stavonian social circles. She could barely even speak the language when I first met her.
That's all you know about her. An ex-spy like you must have checked up on her new protege's past.
That's the most exciting thing. Yes, I have. Multiple times putting my most treasured connections to good use. But nobody found anything. Natasha's trail could only be traced back to the Stavonian border. What happened in that country, no one knows.
It's rather curious, don't you think?
It is, Mr. Featherland. Yes, curious. That's why I've always been rather fond of Natasha.
Did it touch you deeply when she left you?
Indeed, it did.
Zavos is protective. It seems she's dedicating her whole life to her proteges. If I concentrate on that, maybe she'll open up to me.
Das ist schwer. Also ich bin's ein bisschen... Wie sagt man da? Ungereimt. Dass sie auf den Background-Check nicht verzichtet hat, sondern dass der komplett daneben ging an der Grenze und dass sie die Hintergründe nicht kennt und dann trotzdem sagt, sie ist so eng mit ihr. Das finde ich, ja, zweifelhaft. Aber ich denke, wenn wir bei Beschützten sind, ist halt eben die Frage, vielleicht hat sie ja noch Kontakt, vielleicht weiß sie, wo wir sie finden.
Have you kept in touch?
Only occasionally, Mr. Featherland. She writes to me every few weeks, and very rarely we talk on the phone. But I haven't heard from her in weeks. The truth is, I've started to worry about her.
Did she give no sign of being in trouble?
Never. No. Natasha's not the kind to talk about her feelings.
Yeah, I've noticed that myself.
Ich würde dir fragen, wann hast du sie das letzte Mal gesehen? Oder vielleicht auch, vielleicht belügt sie uns ja. Ich bin mir nicht ganz sicher. Vielleicht ist Natascha ja hier auch im Bordell. Ich meine, in ihrem Wochenendhaus wurde jemand ermordet. Wäre hier doch schon ein Platz, wo man sich verstecken würde. Fragen wir hier nochmal nach.
When was the last time you saw her, Madame Zavas?
Maybe around 2 months ago. There was a ball, attended by Ibn Wessler, his beautiful mate Natasha, and myself. Yes.
Was she herself? Did you feel like she was afraid or worried about something?
On the contrary, she was unrestrained, free, radiant. She was in love. Yes, in her own unique way.
What do you mean?
You know Natasha loves on a different level than most Clawville women. Or most women in the wilderness, in fact. Maybe it's because of the Stovonian origins. Perhaps it's something else.
So you didn't notice anything strange about her?
Well, if anything could be called strange, it was that I saw a woman positively floating above the ground, who previously used to stand on it with 2 feet.
I see. Thank you, madam.
Okay, spannend. Ich würde ja eher sagen, es hat mich nicht interessiert vor 2 Monaten, eher so vor 2 Stunden.
How did you feel when you learned Natasha was going to leave?
Honestly, I was very hurt. I loved her as a daughter. How would you have felt?
I couldn't say.
And I still couldn't stop her, and you know why?
Of course I do. Because you loved her.
You've been in my shoes before, am I right, Detective? Yes, I can feel you have.
This isn't about me, madam. Please stop changing the subject.
I have felt betrayed on a certain level. Yes, and offended, and alone. Even amongst all my friends.
Were you disappointed in her?
Only in myself, Mr. Featherland. But I have a hunch you know this feeling very well.
Yes, you're right. Well, thank you for your time, madam.
Anytime, Detective. Yes, anytime.
Das war jetzt mal eine gute Befragung. Und spannend, welche Dinge sich hier ergeben haben. Sehr, sehr spannend.
Please, gentlemen, wait here a moment. I would like to show you something that could help you.
Oh, that's excellent news. Thank you. We will wait.
Do you trust her?
Not in the slightest. Even her smile is fake. This woman wallowed in other animals' secrets until she became one too.
That's exactly how I feel.
Anyway, now that we're here, we can take a better look around.
Just what I was thinking.
So. Nach dieser doch sehr kräftezehrenden Befragung holen wir erstmal tief Luft. Wir warten, bis die gute Dame zurück ist. Ja, wir werden uns auch bestimmt die Uhr nochmal angucken, während die Dame unterwegs ist. Aber jetzt würde ich sagen, jetzt sage ich verabschiede mich erstmal. Wir beenden diese Aufnahme. Wir beenden diese Folge. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Tschüss. Bis dann.